Frans Maraug for Harvesters Ministries. No country has ever influenced me as much, spiritually and emotionally, like Rwanda did. Rwanda is a very small country hidden in the heart of Central Africa. Rwanda is also called the country of 1,000 hills, with stunning scenery and warm and friendly people in colorful outfits. It only inhabits 13 million people, with the population at an average age of only 19 years. And if you have ever had a great cup of coffee and tea, it could have originated from Rwanda, as it is one of their most prime exports in the world. Although Rwanda is a police state and is quite a peaceful place, it wasn't always like that. On the 6th of April 1994, everything changed. As people woke up that morning, turned on their radios, they heard the words, "It's time to cut down the tall trees." And with these words on the 6th of April 1994, a genocide of brutal ferocity and speed was afflicted upon the people of Rwanda. The tall trees comment was the code word for a carefully calculated campaign that saw 1 million people butchered in 100 days by the crudest of weapons, the machete. I've traveled all around Rwanda, but one cannot travel far without seeing a memorial that recalls those terrible days. This was an event meticulously planned, and despite the warnings emanating from the country from informants who alerted the world community before the genocide, nothing was done to prevent these horrors. There is no doubt that the excruciating genocide affected its faith. The church in Rwanda has never stopped weeping, as several Catholic priests and members of the clergy were indicated in the slaughter, even directing the killing of people seeking refuge in their churches. Church has, after the genocide, become a place of mistrust and suspicion. People didn't trust the church. With this background, Harvesters came into Rwanda more than 5 years ago and had a plan of introducing people back to what church really was. That it was meant to be a place where we love God, we love people, and we make disciples that makes other disciples. Teaching the Rwanda church again how God sees His church as the hope of the world was going to be a bigger challenge than we thought. But through evangelism and discipleship, we teach local pastors not just how to plant and lead healthy churches, but teach them what the true gospel really was, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 3 and 4, that says that Christ died for all of our sins. He died and was buried, but on the third day rose from the grave, and He lives. Harvesters trained pastors through a well-designed theological syllabus, which is a 3-year program, which forms the foundations for pastors who wants to meet the basic requirements to become a pastor of a church. Well, we have just graduated 130 pastors who not just met our 3-year study program, but who all of them planted 3 churches. And again, pastors came to me after their graduation. They wept as they said to me, "If we only made true disciples of this Christian nation, everything would have been different." Please pray for Rwanda as we continue to plant churches with amazing men and women who loves God, who loves the church, and who loves their nation, Rwanda.